Yo, a Just Strife video?
Have you ever noticed, I was watching a really good video from Idol recently, where he replays Guild Wars 1. Have you ever noticed how people have really good things to say about Guild Wars 1? Have you noticed that it's because Guild Wars 1 is a good RPG first, and then they stuck it online? Notice how Elder Scrolls Online is still surviving because it's a good RPG. And Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy XIV is an RPG. Even World of Warcraft, people might not like to admit it, but with its narrative story, it's an RPG. MMORPGs, which focused on the social aspect, will slowly die off once the social aspect becomes not special anymore. Sometimes when I try to discuss MMORPGs, I feel like I'm talking to...
Cab, was the Genshin stream good? Ethan, I'ma be real. I hate the fact they gave me hope. Ethan, they literally said in the live stream, yeah, we want to show story through gameplay and not by players reading. And that single sentence gave me hope that I wish I didn't have. Because now it's given me expectations. And so now I'm scared. Now I'm scared. So we'll see. We'll see if they stick by that. We'll see if they stick by that.
Cult who are obsessed with their game and think other game bad.
Oh my god, this is literally Gacha.
Sometimes when you say to someone, hey, I like Final Fantasy XIV, but Elder Scrolls Online does this thing really well, they'll go, oh, ESO combat bad. Yes, the combat is bad. It's floaty, it has no real animations, and the weaving means that there's a disconnect between the mechanical input and the animation that you actually see. But the exploration's fantastic, the soundtrack's amazing, the voice acting is terrific, the general story is good, the pacing is unmatched. It's good. But people don't want to say that. They just want to say, oh, this game sucks. That's so reductive. It's so derivative. It's so childish. It's so simple.
I love Just Strife so much. I love Just Strife so much because a lot of what he says you can apply to a lot of gaming. And I think it's so true.
In its nature of my game good, your game bad. What? There's layers, there's complexity, there's matching. I don't like the level scaling. See, Hooked on a Feeling.
Are you just gooning or actually interested? Bro, what do you mean? I'm interested in what bro's saying. I'm interested in what bro's saying right now.
Did suck though. Why? Why did it suck? Did you play it and do you have personal feedback on it, or are you saying it sucked because a YouTuber told you it sucked? It's a base.
Oh my god! Someone said it. Someone said it. Does the game suck because you actually believe that, or are you saying this thing is bad because you heard other content creators say it's bad, therefore you're mirroring that too? It's so true. It's so true.
This level of tribalism. If you're saying Fallout 76 actually launched with a lot of bugs that made the game unplayable, and the lack of NPCs meant the world felt empty and there were too many exploits and too many players and stuff like that, then yeah, I can understand if you have legitimate criticisms with the game, but it's far better than Anomaly Zone. It wasn't Fallout and had no content, Lamau. No, it did have content. When you say these kind of hyperbolic things like it had no content, are you saying that you log in and there's literally nothing to do? Well, there were items to collect, there were some enemies around there were some PvP things going on, there was some kind of stuff to explore. People always say to me, I just want a game that you can explore. Okay, here you go. There's no content. Discussion in video game media is so close to dying because you're not trying to discuss the positives and negatives of a video game with someone who likes video games. You're trying to discuss the positives and negatives with a hyper fan of a specific franchise who hates another franchise because their side told them to. And I see this so...
This is so relatable, it's insane. I know he's like using this to describe MMOs right now, but you could absolutely apply this to the gacha space. You can absolutely apply this to the gacha space. You know, all these things about Hoyo and Genshin are bad, therefore the whole game is bad. Or you have the other side where the Wu is just a copycat of Genshin, therefore it's unoriginal and like bad. You know what I mean? It is that tribalism, and the result being no one can have an actual discussion, because as soon as you like, I just kind of did it here in real time. You all saw me talk about the new Genshin, you know, not cry live stream, and I was like, if they do these things to improve, the game might be good. And all of my chat, well, not all of it, a lot of my chat was like, yeah, but why are you believing it? Yeah, but I don't believe it. Yeah, you're sounding kind of sus. Why are you giving benefit of the doubt? It stops discussion. It stops discussion because that side bad, therefore it will always be bad. Everyone wants to be a stout defender of their favorite thing, right? Like, everything is becoming like sports. People support their favorite thing like they support their sports team. It's like, I'm Team Kuro versus I'm Team Hoyo, or I'm Team Trump versus I'm Team whoever the fuck the Democrats are rooting for these days. You know what I mean? Like, it's everything is like sports. Everything has become entertainment. Everything has become... We were so emotionally invested into these things now. Maybe because real life and existing is just kind of shit at the moment for a lot of people. So we place a lot of our enjoyment on things we care about deeply into those things, into our entertainment, into our politics, whatever it is. Because maybe the world is a little bit too shit to think about. So we place all that emotional stock into other things that we might care about.
Anytime, this is one thing I have noticed, absolutely any time there is a vote on anything, what you have is a popularity contest of the person, not the ideals behind it, not the...
True, anytime Hoyoverse makes a new game now, it's immediately going to be shat on by a very specific group of people because it's a Hoyo game, right? For example.
Not the game mechanics. If I were to say to a load of people, what do you think has better combat? Neverwinter Online or Final Fantasy XIV? Now, I actually personally think Neverwinter Online has a better combat system than Final Fantasy XIV. I think Final Fantasy XIV has an excellent grouping system with a good boss mechanic and lots of decent raids, but moment-to-moment interaction combat, I think Neverwinter does exceptionally well. It's fast, it's snappy, it's smooth, there's a lot of different systems to it, it's very engaging, but no one would ever vote for Neverwinter on that because Final Fantasy XIV is just more popular. Therefore, it would win because it has more players. Woogie says they're both crap. Woogie, if you want to live in your little pit of negativity and hate everything in the world, that's absolutely fine, but I'm not going to join you. I think they're actually both good. And even if you're just making a they're both crap joke, that is the comment that someone will see when they join this stream, and that is the opinion that they will now think that you hold, and that's affected the rest of the MMORPG community in general. That's the negativity that's going out into the world. And I hate that. I really dislike that negativity is the best way to get views on anything.
Honestly, listening to Just Strife does make me really think about the way I present content, and he's right. And it does kind of make me self-reflect a little bit over the things that I want to say and what I want to point out and the kind of content that I want to put out in future. I don't know, because he is right, because it's better just to have a discussion and be objective about all sides rather than just be like, I'm just going to shit on this because it's fun and funny. I kind of agree. It's not helping the tribalism in the space.
And I very much dislike that overall negativity and overall hatred seems to be the way that everything is going to. There you go, there's my rant for it. I'm aware of the irony that my rant was about negativity, and it itself was a rather negative rant. And the cult-like mentality that the majority of the player base of these games... I
guarantee, if I made a video about all the positive things about Genshin Impact that most people would actually agree with, that most people might... If I make a list of things or a video with things that most people would agree are like good and okay things in the game, that video will still be shit on immensely, even if people agreed with what I was saying, because I'm giving any amount of praise to Genshin. I kind of want to do it just to prove a point.
In fact, this is a point that I've written in the video that I'm bringing out in a minute. I'm going to bring out almost an apology video, believe it or not, for the Anarchy Online video. And the crux of the video is reviewing an MMORPG requires you to either be a hyper-enfranchised fan and have thousands of hours of knowledge, or to be a tourist and just get involved in the game for the time that you are playing it for.
Right.
So that means that
I'm a happy tourist. I'm a happy
effectively
tourist.
Limiting who is going to review your game, which means your game is either being reviewed by a hardcore super fan or by a tourist that will never see the level of success that a hardcore superfan sees. That means that these two kind of connections, if you will, they're not going to be able to meet up or understand each other. They're not going to be able to have that group. The hardcore superfans will not care about the new player experience because to them the good bit is further into the game, and the brand new tourist will not experience the good bit. They'll focus on the brand new player experience, which the superfan doesn't care about.
He's so right in what he said. It's crazy, and it really, honestly, it does make me rethink things. I would love to have a conversation with him. I would love to have a conversation with Mr. Josh Strife, because I think there is more in common with MMOs and gacha games than people realize, especially with their communities. Like, tremendously so. So, I don't know. Really, hey, really interesting video. Maybe I'll pull this on clips. Maybe I'll pull this on main. I don't know. That was a very interesting video. Difference between MMORPGs and gacha games is that they are predatory each in their own way. One is a sinkhole for time, the other is for money. And in this situation, there is no gacha devs that deserve praise whatsoever because the base is a game advertised for children with pure gambling mechanics. Yeah, exactly. I don't think you're wrong in that at all. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong in that at all. If Chacona called Theo or another situation like Zani PB will have issues, yeah. This is also why I want to play more gacha games regularly, because I want to be more objective in my takes. Minecraft SMP with chat would be nice. I want to do that. I am going to be hosting my own Minecraft server at some point. Peace.